Mission Sharing Sunday.
今朝我有機會同大家介紹今日嘅講員。
Our guest speaker is a man named David Pat.
我哋嘅今日嘅講道咧係不成全道。
And he's joined here with us this morning by his family, his wife Carmen and his son Jeremiah.
佢嘅家人太太 Carmen 同埋佢兒子 Jeremiah 都喺度。
And I met brother David Pat back in college over 10 years ago.
我超過10年之前喺大學度認識不全道。
And there would probably be two major ways I would describe this brother.
我用2個方向嚟形容呢個弟兄。
The first adjective I would use is interesting.
第一個形容詞就係好有趣。
Brother David Pat is one of the most unique brothers you will ever meet.
呢個不傳道咧係一個好特別嘅弟兄。
In order to give you an example of that, I will tell you one of his professions.
我同大家介紹佢其中一個嘅職業。
He is a professional bodybuilder.
全時間嘅職業嘅健身運動。
And as you know, bodybuilding is in many ways very showy.
即係俾人睇嘅，表示即係演嘢。
But I think David Pat's personality enables him to use that for the glory of God.
但係神用佢呢個外向性咧，俾神得榮耀。
I don't think there's a lot of other people who do that, but David Pat, you can.
如果有其他人，佢係做得最好嘅。
But the other thing that I would describe our brother David Pat is a description of a living sacrifice.
第二個形容詞咧，不傳道，點樣形容佢咧？就係佢係生嘅獻祭俾主嘅。
Over the course of the years I've had to know him, this description is fitting for him because he lives his life out for God.
佢用全生命為主而活。
And in so many ways I respect him for how he lives his faith out.
因為佢嘅信仰，我尊敬佢呢個方面。
By way of profession, David Pat is a mobilizer for OMF.
不成傳道係海外傳道嘅一個隊員。
That's the agency that was founded originally by the great Hudson Taylor.
呢個組織係戴德生好多年前創辦嘅。
And brother David sees it his life's passion and mission to raise awareness for gospel's sake amongst the nations.
不成傳道佢嘅生活嘅神呼召佢係做傳道呢方面嘅工作。
And so we're thankful this morning to be able to have him speak to us.
所以我哋感謝神，不成傳道今日有機會同你講説話。
That's why we welcome.
我哋有歡迎佢。
Good morning, everyone.
各位早晨。
Today we're going to be in 2 Samuel 9.
今朝早我哋喺約翰記下第9章。
It's a passage you guys might not know too well.
呢個記錄你大家可能唔係好認識。
But the reason I chose this passage is because I want to show you the heart of God.
因為我要同大家分享神嘅心。
This message is called "You Are Called."
呢個信息叫做你蒙召。
You are called by the world for worldly success and worldly things.
世界上叫你係喺世界上得成功。
But you are also called by God for heavenly things and to serve God.
但係神係呼召你做天上嘅功夫，天堂嘅功夫。
In the story of 2 Samuel 9, you see there's a conflict of what should the people of God be like.
撒母耳記下第9章，神會解釋俾我哋聽，神要喜歡嘅人係點樣嘅咧
And it starts here.
喺呢度開始。
Next slide. This is a picture that one of my team members in missions drew.
我哋傳道小組其中一個隊友寫咗呢個圖畫俾我哋睇。
It is the story of Saul, David, and Goliath.
睇到掃羅、大衛同埋腓利士、哥利亞，sorry。
The backdrop of 2 Samuel is this war against the Philistines.
個背景咧就係呢個戰爭。
It's also a war for Israel itself.
以色列同埋呢個非利士人嘅戰爭。
Because in this picture you see King Saul, and he's a king because Israel did not trust God.
掃羅王係成為國家嘅王，因為以色列人唔信主。
Because Israel saw its powerful enemies like the Philistines, and they said, "We want a king just like the other people around us."
以色列人見到呢個非利士人咁強大，咁佢哋話：我哋都需要一個王，好似佢哋嘅王咁大。
And so Saul is chosen, and he's very impressive. He's big and he's strong.
掃羅王被揀選，因為佢個人高大、好有大力。
But you know the famous story, the Philistines had someone even bigger and stronger.
但係你知道呢個故事，非利士人佢有一個更大、更壯嘅勇士。
Our team member Arik was actually here. He drew this. You see how big Goliath is versus Saul.
我哋嘅隊友喺嗰度在座，佢寫呢個圖片，睇到呢個哥利亞有幾大幾高。
But Israel has a true champion, and that's David.
但係以色列人有一個更好嘅領袖，就係大衛。
The Bible says, man looks at the outside, but God looks at the inside.
聖經説話，人睇外面，但係神睇一個人嘅內心。
So the small boy David is the one that Israel chooses to fight Goliath.
所以神揀選呢個小小嘅大衛嚟打勝呢個哥利亞。
And when he defeats Goliath, he shows Israel, this is what the people of God should be like.
當佢打贏哥利亞嘅時候，就俾以色列人睇到神嘅人民係應該點樣。
And even though it would take many, many years, David would eventually become king.
雖然過咗好多年後，始終大衛成為佢哋嘅王。
And so when David becomes king, in our chapter, we see what is the difference between David and Saul.
所以大衛成王嘅時候，我哋睇到大衛同埋掃羅有咩分別咧？
And that's when we get to this verse.
就嚟到呢一節。
So when David comes and becomes king, he asks, is there anyone left in Saul's household?
咁大衛做王嗰陣時候，佢就問有冇人喺掃羅嘅家還有喺度嘅咧？
And if you are reading this at the time, you might wonder, well, maybe because David wants to kill the rest of Saul's household.
咁你睇到呢個故事到呢度啊，你問係咪大衛想殺咗掃羅王所有嘅後裔咧？
Because Saul, his son, and many family members have already been killed.
因為掃羅佢嘅兒子同埋好多家人已經被殺。
So maybe you're thinking, oh, David is smart, he's clever, he wants to kill the rest of the household, so there are no more challenges against him.
所以你思想，大衛好聰明，佢要想殺掃羅所有嘅家族，冇人同佢有麻煩。
And so one of Saul's servants tells him, wait, there's actually one family member who's left, who has not been killed.
咁掃羅嘅僕人咁樣答佢話：其中有一個係掃羅嘅後裔，仲生存嘅。
And his name is Mephibosheth, and he can't walk.
因為呢個兒子咧，呢個孫子咧，佢唔識得行路。
And maybe that's why he's still alive, because he's not seen as a threat to the kingdom.
呢個米非波設唔識得行路，係跛腳嘅，咁所以咧就冇危險，所以可能就咁佢冇被殺。
And so David called Mephibosheth to come into the king's house.
所以大衛叫米非波設嚟到皇宮嗰度、皇殿嗰度。
And David says to him, do not fear.
大衛對佢講：你唔需要怕。
And he says that because Mephibosheth has been like this his entire life. He has a reason to fear.
米非波設成世人都要怕。
See, Mephibosheth is not a warrior like his grandfather Saul.
佢唔係好似佢嘅爺大戰士。
He has no ability to fight against David and his army.
佢冇可能打仗，因為佢跛腳嘅。
And so Mephibosheth might think that he's coming to the court and he's like, okay, so David wants to kill me now too.
咁米非波設年中佢就思想：大衛要殺我啦。
What we see here is a war between the people of the world and the people of God.
呢度睇到地上嘅人同神爭戰。
The way David treats Mephibosheth is going to change the way that people see how God's heart is like.
大衛點樣處置米非波設，就係睇到神對人嘅心。
Here's another picture that our team drew.
呢個另外一個圖片，我哋對佢畫嘅。
We do a lot of cartoons because many Christians are children.
我哋寫啲圖片，因為我哋嘅聽眾好多人係兒童。
So I want to show you what this picture might look like when David meets Mephibosheth.
咁即係呢度睇到墨非波設見到大衛王嘅情形係可能係咁樣。
Do the people of God trust in worldly wisdom to succeed?
天上嘅人，信主嘅人，係咪會相信地上嘅智慧會幫佢成功呢？
Understand what is before David. Before David is the last remnant of Saul's household.
大衛王之前係掃羅王嘅後裔，留低冇幾多個。
If he kills Mephibosheth, he has no more challengers, and all of Saul's money and wealth is his.
如果大衛殺咗呢個掃羅唯一嘅後裔，掃羅所有嘅財產、所有嘅地都係歸於大衛。
If he kills Mephibosheth, his descendants will be rich and they will also be kings.
如果大衛殺咗墨非波設，佢會得咗掃羅國家財產，亦都有好大嘅權力。
David says to Mephibosheth, "All that I got from your grandfather Saul is now yours."
咁但係大衛對墨非波設講：我從你祖父所得來嘅所有嘅財產，我而家俾你。
This is more wealth than David has ever had his entire life.
呢啲財產好大嘅，多過大衛以前所有一切。
And the first thing he does with it is he gives it back.
首先要做嘅就係將呢啲財產俾翻掃羅嘅孫。
He gives it back to a person who cannot take it away from him.
呢個孫冇能力可以從大衛嘅手攞翻去嘅。
What the people of God see in David's action is God's love.
人民見到大衛嘅行動，就係見到神對佢哋嘅愛。
To the people of Israel, this is the example that God wants you to follow.
對呢啲人而講，大衛係一個模範，俾佢哋睇到神要點樣作為。
Even those who are not of your family, you still love them.
就算呢啲唔係你嘅家人，你都應該愛佢。
Even to those who can't serve you, you give of yourself to them.
就算呢啲人唔可以幫到你，你都要將自己獻俾佢哋。
Because up until this point, Israel loves to fight other people, right?
因為到呢個地步之前咧，以色列好中意同人作戰。
So if you're not part of this family, you're my enemy.
如果你唔係家人咧，你就係敵人。
But David says, you're not part of my family, and I will still love you.
但係大衛對墨非波設咁講：雖然你唔係我嘅家人，我都要愛你。
This changes the way Israel looks at others.
所以就轉變以色列人對其他人嘅賞賜。
I want to ask you, what are blessings for?
我想請問大家，祝福有福氣係咩原因？係要嚟點樣做？
Like Ryan said, I'm a professional bodybuilder.
張牧師話：我係職業性嘅健身專家。
You probably don't know many Chinese American professional bodybuilders.
大家相信唔係好多認識中國裔嘅健身運動嘅專家。
And so every day I'm thankful for the sport that I'm in because I know there's not a lot of people like me.
因為好多人我都咁思想，唔係好多人中意我呢個嘅做法，可能。
And it's tough because when I first started, I felt just so different than everybody else.
我開頭嗰陣時又覺得人哋見到我呢個好特殊，你同我哋唔同喎。
You know, when I watch movies, when I read magazines, no one has my face.
當我哋睇電視或者睇報紙嗰陣時，見唔到好似有我嘅面孔嘅人。
And so when I started to win bodybuilding shows, I started to get different offers from people.
當我喺比賽成功嗰陣時咧，得球冠軍嗰陣時咧，有好多人都俾我有啲機會。
So people saw Chinese Americans like, do you want to be on a TV show? You know, do you want to be in this movie because you're like a buff Chinese person?
你係中國人咁大隻，你嚟同我嘅電視劇集啦，或者同我哋做戲拍戲啦，好嗎？
You know, I live in San Diego, and some people wanted to asked me to open a gym with them.
我喺山地牙哥，咁有啲人話：不如你同我做一個運動院啦，好嗎？健身院啦，好嗎？
And so for the first time in my life, I saw like my face is actually an advantage to me. It's a blessing.
咁其實我哋睇到如果我面孔中國人面孔，其 其實對我係有福氣嘅喎。
And see, that's what's tough, right? Because my parents are from Shanghai.
呢個係好困難嘅，其實因為我父母喺上海嚟嘅。
My parents grew up poor under communism.
我父母以前係好窮苦，係中國大陸共產黨以下。
And so my mom raised me by herself. She told me like be successful, achieve a lot of things.
我媽咪獨身使我湊大我，咁佢話你要所有方面都要成功。
But as a Christian, and as I started to succeed in bodybuilding, I had to ask the question: Is this what blessing is for?
但係我做呢個健身運動成功嘅時候咧，咁我就問呢個問題啦：祝福福氣咩原因咩原因咧用嚟做？
Because it was tough for me when I got offered all these good things. They were good things. I had to decide: Is this what God wants from me?
當好多人俾我好嘅機會嘅時候咧，我就要問呢個嘅問題：呢個係咪神俾我嘅好事祝福？
What changed my life was actually a Sunday, like you guys are having right now.
其實我嘅生命轉變係一個星期日嘅朝頭早，好似而家大家在座各位咁樣。
At my old church, Harvest San Diego, we had missionary speakers come and share.
我喺 Harvest 教會係實練歌嘅時候咧，我有啲海外傳道師嚟翻嚟同我哋講道。
And these speakers challenged us to use our blessings for more than just earthly gain.
佢呢啲講完就同挑戰話：你用你嘅機會得着全世界都唔可以俾你嘅更好嘅事情。
And that was the first year I went back to Shanghai, where my parents are from.
咁嗰年咧，我有機會翻去中國上海，就係我父母出生嘅地方。
And if you've been to Shanghai, Shanghai has a big health and fitness culture now.
如果你知道上海而家亦都係喺上海裏邊有好多中國人係做健身呢啲嘅運動喎。
So it was actually at the gym where I met some members of the house church.
咁我喺運動院裏邊咧見到一個教會一啲嘅會友啦。
And they asked me to go visit an orphanage that some of their members had started.
咁佢就請我哋去一個孤兒院，呢個教會開始個孤兒院，請我去參觀。
And at this orphanage, all these kids were abandoned because they have different special needs.
呢啲孤兒咧，因為有殘廢，所以好多人都唔要佢哋啦。
This is a picture with me and some of my Chinese friends.
呢個係我去到中國大陸我哋嘅朋友。
You can kind of see some of their special needs in this picture.
或者睇到佢哋特別嘅特殊嘅需要。
Almost all the orphans are girls.
所有嘅孤兒都係女性嘅。
A lot of them have just disabilities like their arm is only formed halfway down their arm right here.
有啲咧佢嘅手得一橛嘅啫，一半嘅啫。
Some of the orphans are blind.
有啲係盲眼。
And so they've been told their entire life that they are worthless because of their special need.
因為佢哋殘廢，所以啲人話你哋冇用嘅，全世冇用嘅。
What's interesting is that in my experience in bodybuilding, I know that a special need doesn't make you worthless.
我喺健身運動嗰陣時候知道明白一個人有殘廢等於你冇作用。
Because in my life, I've seen athletes overcome different special needs that they might have.
因為我經驗就係見到一啲殘廢嘅運動員勝過佢身體嘅缺點。
When I was in high school, one of my friends was blind, and he was a great wrestler.
我喺中學嗰陣時候，我一個朋友係盲眼嘅，但係佢做一個好好嘅運動員。
I've seen people with one arm, and they're great runners.
我見到有啲人係一隻手殘廢冇手嘅，但係佢跑步方面好有成功。
And so in my sport bodybuilding, we have a special category for those with special needs.
所以就算我哋健身運動呢方面咧，都有啲人殘廢都有得參加嘅。
Because we realize having a special need doesn't stop you from living your dream.
你係殘廢唔等於你冇夢想。
So when I first started working with orphans, it really touched my heart.
所以當我哋同一啲孤兒開始工作嗰陣時候咧，佢哋感動我嘅心。
Because here's a group of people who were told they were different their entire life.
呢啲殘廢嘅細蚊仔，個人都話佢講：你哋冇用嘅，因為你殘廢，你哋冇用嘅。
They've been told they are worthless their entire life.
佢哋成世都冇用嘅，佢哋咁嘅思想。
But that is not how God sees them.
但係神對佢嘅睇法係唔同嘅。
And I know that because even in my own life in bodybuilding, that I was not called that way.
就算我自己睇到我哋健身運動，我個人嚟講都唔係咁嘅。
Because when I was a Chinese person doing bodybuilding, people didn't say I was worthless.
因 因為當我係雖然係中國人做健身運動，但係冇人話我係冇用嘅。
My mom did tell me not to do it though.
我媽叫我唔好做。
My mom did say that Chinese people would have a harder time doing bodybuilding.
我媽話你係中國人做健身操練冇用嘅。
But my competitors and the judges in bodybuilding saying you being different is not a disadvantage.
但係我哋嘅隊友話，雖然你係中國人，都可以做得成功嘅。
And just so you know, Chinese people are actually very good at bodybuilding.
其實而家嚟睇咧，華人咧做健身運動其實做得好嘅。
Because we have very small waist naturally.
因為我哋呢度係窄一啲、瘦一啲，所以對我哋嚟講係一個幫助。
And so what I experience in my life is that being different is not worthless.
所以我嘅睇法就係，如果我哋唔同啲人、其他人唔同，等於我哋冇用。
And my life changed because people invested in me.
因為有人喺我生命裏邊有投資，所以我有成功。
So even though my coaches were not Chinese American, they still invested in my life.
雖然我嘅教練唔係中國人，但係佢喺我嘅生命裏邊有投資。
They had to learn my culture. They had to learn my experiences.
呢啲教練要認識我哋中國文化或者我自己嘅背景。
So when I started doing missions, I started to realize that I do the same for the orphans that I serve.
所以當我去同啲孤兒侍奉嘅時候，我都有咁嘅思想話，我要幫呢啲孤兒喺佢哋嘅生命裏面有投入。
Because missions exist because there is a barrier of language and of culture.
宣教有需要，因為有文化嘅困難，有文化嘅分別。
I think you guys understand that because in some countries they don't have a language where they can share gospel with them.
有一啲民族、一啲國家，我哋都唔認識佢嘅言語，可以分享福音，同佢分享福音。
But it's also culture because some churches don't serve those with special needs.
亦都係有文化嘅分別，所以啲教會都唔識得點樣幫助呢啲未聽福音嘅人。
In China, working with Christians, I have to help them understand how to help people with wheelchairs.
喺中國，我哋要幫本地嘅人，而使佢哋可以幫助坐輪椅嘅殘廢者。
The reason why more people in wheelchairs don't go to church is because it's hard for them to go to church.
呢啲殘廢嘅人要坐輪椅，所以冇機會或者少機會嚟到教會。
See, a lot of missions is about bridging that gap.
我哋宣道可以成為一個橋梁。
Because whether it's a language, whether it's a culture, whether it's experience, we are separated.
可能因為言語、因為文化嘅經驗，所以我對呢個人係失咗分開咗嘅、隔離咗嘅。
Everyone in this church has a calling to bridge that gap.
每一個人在座嘅一度都可以成為橋梁。
Some of you are called to learn a language or to go overseas.
有啲人被呼召去學新嘅言語，去國外宣道。
Some of you are called to invest your money and to pray.
有啲人被呼召去祈禱，有啲人被呼召要捐錢。
Some of you are called to welcome foreigners into your house.
有啲人被呼召將外國嘅學生收入你嘅屋企裏邊幫助佢哋。
We do missions because some people cannot access the gospel because of the gap.
我哋宣教，因為有啲人未聽到福音，有一個阻攔。
For example, there are many Asian countries that there's no Bible in their language.
有啲亞洲嘅國家，佢哋嘅言語冇聖經，佢哋冇聖經喺佢哋言語中間。
Some exchange students in the U.S. they don't feel comfortable around certain people groups.
有啲外來嚟到美國嘅學生，佢哋或者對本地人或者未熟悉，有啲唔介。
This church, you are called to help bridge that gap.
呢個教會可以成為呢啲人對神嘅橋梁。
It is difficult because they're not like you.
有時係困難嘅，因為佢同我哋係唔同嘅。
For the last 14 years of my life, I had to learn what it's like to grow up in an orphanage in China.
過去14年，我認識做一個孤兒喺中國做一個孤兒係幾困難。
I've never lived in a house with 40 people.
我以前冇住過一間屋，其他有40個人嘅屋。
I was never told my entire life that I'm worthless.
我以前冇人同我講你冇用嘅。
So it's taken me my entire life to learn what that experience might be like.
所以我用咗個全生命嘅時間嚟學習點樣呢啲孤兒嘅困難，
everyone in this church is invited to that calling.
每一個在座喺呢度嘅，神都會呼召你。
The hard part about missions is that your heart has to change.
宣教嘅困難就係首先你嘅心要轉變。
Mephibosheth lived in Jerusalem for the rest of his life.
墨非波設細喺耶路撒冷喺嗰度住到佢全生命都住喺耶路撒冷。
He always ate at the king's table.
常與王同席吃喝。
Now, David's court was filled with a lot of mighty soldiers.
大衛嘅皇庭裏面好多巨大嘅戰士。
The Bible tells us that he had mighty men who were strong and scary and something to look at.
佢有好多巨大好壯嘅壯丁係做佢哋嘅大將或者兵士。
So imagine David's court, all these very strong, aggressive men and Mephibosheth.
咁所以見到佢皇庭裏邊咧，好多好壯大嘅戰士，亦都睇到墨非波設。
They had to learn each other's culture.
佢哋要認識大家點樣唔同，同埋認識點解大家嘅背景。
For the rest of their lives, David's generals had to learn about Mephibosheth.
大衛嘅戰士永世都要認識墨非波設嘅缺點嘅缺乏。
Because they're not used to being weak. They've only known how to be strong.
呢啲大將兵丁淨係識得點樣求見。
They've only known when they see other warriors that they're used to being feared.
佢哋互相處置怕自己怕人哋，因為佢哋個個都咁壯大。
But at the king's table is the opportunity to learn someone who's different than you.
但喺王同席食飯嗰時候，就認識一個唔同佢哋嘅人。
For the rest of their lives, they had to learn this lesson.
係住在耶路撒冷到佢永生。
I hope this church doesn't see missions as a one-time thing.
希望大家唔好見到海外傳道係一個一次過嘅事。
I speak Shanghainese with my family.
我同我家人講上海話。
The majority of people in Shanghai do not speak Shanghainese.
其實中國上海嗰邊多數嘅人都唔係講上海話嘅。
So for more than 10 years, I've been learning Mandarin.
所以我10年我都亦都學過語。
I'm sure I'll be learning for the rest of my life.
我永世都係要學呢個學語。
And that's what missions is. For the rest of your life, commit yourself to learning and bridging the gap.
宣道都係同一樣，一生一世，我哋都要慢慢學習點樣宣道，成為橋梁。
There are so many people around us who cannot know God because of the gap.
好多人因為佢哋冇機會或者有一個媒介，佢哋唔可以認識耶穌基督與認識主。
There are many different ways to get involved in missions.
咁參與海外傳道咧，宣教咧有好多嘅方式嘅。
So for myself, bodybuilding, if you're an athlete, come talk to me.
如果你對健身運動方面有興趣，可以同我傾談。
But also my wife is a therapist.
我嘅太太係物理治療師。
And just at Shanghai, the divorce rate is 50%.
喺上海裏邊離婚數咧係50%。
And so there's a lot of need for therapists and people who can help families.
咁需要有好多一個陪談員啦，幫佢哋睇下幫助佢哋。
I showed you some of the art that we do for children today.
今日你都睇到好多我哋寫嘅圖片。
And so we need a lot of artists who will make the gospel understandable for different people.
我哋亦都係需要好多識畫畫嘅人，使人哋明白福音。
I'll be outside later if you want to come talk to me about different ways to do missions.
遲啲我會喺出邊大家解釋，用各種唔同嘅方法做宣道傳道嘅功夫。
What is common among all these things, though, is that it takes a long time to learn how to bridge that gap.
無論係用咩方法宣道，係需要好多嘅時間成為橋梁。
I've been working out for a long time.
我健身運動做咗好多年。
My wife went to school to be a therapist for a long time.
我太太做陪談員讀書亦都好長嘅時間。
God is calling this church for a lifelong commitment to people that do not know Jesus yet.
神呼召我哋係做一個一生嘅呼召， 係為呢啲未信嘅人做傳道。
You are called to use all the advantages and blessings for more than just yourself.
神俾你嘅祝福唔係淨止俾我哋自己嘅。
I pray that each of you in your own households, you guys will struggle through bridging that culture every day.
希望大家喺生活上面每一日都係成為橋梁，幫助嗰啲背景唔同嘅人。
I believe every single one of you are called.
我相信在座每一個人都要有蒙召。
Let's pray.
大家祈禱。
Father, I thank you for every person in this room.
父神，我多謝你在座每一位嘅弟兄姊妹。
The blood of your Son Jesus Christ was shed for them.
神嘅寶血為我哋而流。
They have new life in you.
佢喺你裏邊有新生命。
Lord, I pray that they use their new life to serve the world.
神，我祈求佢哋用佢哋嘅新生命嚟侍奉世界。
We praise in Jesus' name.
我哋用主耶穌基督嘅名祈求。